Yes, folks, welcome back to Celtic Fans TV. It's starting 11 prediction time for tomorrow's trip to Fir Park to face Motherwell in the Premier Sports Cup. We come into this game off the back of a 6-1 victory over Hibs on Saturday, and that was a much needed win, but a much needed performance as well. We didn't just want to win in the manner that we beat Motherwell and St Johnstone in the previous weeks. We wanted a proper Celtic performance, a proper Ange Postecoglou Celtic performance, and we got that at the weekend. The intensity and the pace in our play, the speed of the passing was back, and we took 6 chances over the course of the game. A brilliant day for James Forrest to get a hat-trick and his 100th goal for the club. But across the pitch, I think there was much, much better individual and collective performances. So we are in good stead going into this game. There was a lot of changes in the last League Cup game against Ross County. I'd expect maybe a similar lineup for this game tomorrow, and I think a similar performance should be able to see us through. We were really good that night up in Dingwall, despite the changes to the team, and I think again at the weekend, despite the fact the manager made, I think, 5 changes from the Leipzig game. I think all of the players that don't usually make the starting lineup, they all stood up and performed and staked their claim to play more regularly. The likes of Moy, the likes of Bernabe, Haksabanovic as well, who was brilliant even though he came off at half time. So a lot of good performances. Yakimakis as well, from the guys that haven't started so often this season. It'd be great to see that again tomorrow night. Motherwell have only 1 win in their last 6 games. I caught a wee bit of the game. I think it was the second half. I caught of their game against Rangers at the weekend. They didn't look great. I don't think they really created anything in the game. Their goal was a sort of cross-come shot from a free kick, and they really struggled to get into Rangers' box and get any touches and muster any chances late in the game. So they're not in great form. They did beat Inverness 4-0 in the last round, but I'd expect if we can turn up with a good collective performance tomorrow and play at a high level, we should make the next round without any issues. So we'll get to the team then, and as always with the League Cup, your guess is as good as mine in terms of what this starting 11 will be. So I wouldn't bet anything on getting this 11 right. I think it will be Siegrist in goals. I think we'll see Ralston come back in at right back. He played at the St Johnstone game there, and he played in that previous round up at Ross County as well. So I think he'll come back in tomorrow, and we know we can rely on him to put in a decent level every time he gets a chance. I think Carter Vickers will stay in the lineup. I think he's really, really integral for us, regardless of how many changes there is to the team. Without Callum McGregor there, he is the one constant that I think needs to be in any team, any Celtic team right now, especially if there's changes to it. So he's vital. I think Jens will partner him. Jens involved in the build-up to the first 3 goals on Saturday with bringing the ball out for the back, finding passes down the left-hand side to Haksabanovic. So it was a good performance from him. We've seen him come under scrutiny defensively in European games and in some away domestic games at times, physically, in terms of his ability to just be an out-and-out defender. But I think he is very settled, comfortable on the ball, good range of passing, and the home games suit him. I think you saw that again at the weekend. I think Bernabe will keep his place at left back. He was very good at the weekend. I was hesitant to say that he was brilliant against St Johnstone the week before, but I did think on Saturday he was very, very good. He defended well against Martin Boyle. You can tell that he's really, really quick in terms of those recovery runs, getting back against Boyle, who we know has got good pace. Bernabe dealt with him really, really well, and obviously put in a delightful low cross, passed it into the path of Yakimakis to make it 2-0. It was a perfect cross. Could not have been any better. I think he should be happy with his outing on Saturday, and I think it'll be enough to keep him in the team for tomorrow. We've obviously got a big game at Tynecastle on Saturday. Hearts aren't in great form going into that one, but I think the manager will go back to what most of the supporters would conventionally think is full strength. I think tomorrow Bernabe will play and Taylor will come back in on Saturday. The midfield, I expect some changes there as well. Aaron Moy put in probably his best performance in a Celtic jersey on Saturday so far, I thought. I think this is a chance to maybe give the likes of O'Reilly and Hatate, who have had lots of minutes in their legs so far this season, a rest. Having said that, I don't think both of them won't start. I think there'll be one in there. I'm going to go Applegard in the deep position. I think Moy will keep his place. Be interesting to see if he can maintain that level, playing 2 games so close together at this stage in his career, when I think sharpness is the thing that's just let him down at points in this early stage of Celtic career. I think he will keep his place though, and I think Hatate will be the one to start the game. I don't know what, I know Turnbull was missing at the weekend. I think had he been fully fit, and he's probably back in contention for this game. I think he was just ill. Was it tonsillitis or something? I think I remember reading. So he might be back available and he could go straight in. And I think Abelgard, Moy and Turnbull would really change up midfield. All of them haven't had many starts recently. What the knock-on effect of that is though, if there's too many changes in defence and midfield, obviously we don't know, but I think Hatate will start. But if Turnbull is 100%, it wouldn't surprise me to see him take Hatate's place. Right, front three, James Forrest, I think he'll keep his place. Obviously, off the back of that hat-trick, 100 goals. The club have got everybody out for media duties this week to talk about James Forrest and how big an achievement that is. Callum McGregor, Ange Postecoglou. James Forrest has done a couple of interviews himself, so I expect him to start tomorrow. And to be fair to him, he's looked really sharp. The Leipzig game, when he came off, he looked sharper than I expected him to look, given how little football he'd played, and then at the weekend to get a hat-trick. I think he'll keep his place. I think the rest of the front three will look like this. I think it will be Maeda on the left, and I think Kyogo will play through the middle. Now, Giakoumakis was good at the weekend. He got 2 goals, but he did come off with a knock. I don't know if it looked like his calf. He pulled up. I know Ange said that none of the sort of knocks picked up at the weekend looked anything serious. But I think Kyogo will start tomorrow, and I think Saturday might be a game for Giakoumakis, but I won't do Saturday starting 11 prediction at the same time as this one, because who knows how tomorrow night and then the days in the lead up to the Hearts game could unfold. I think Kyogo will play from the start tomorrow, Maeda from the left, but again, this is a stab in the dark, and your guess is as good as mine as to what this 11 will look like tomorrow. I know we've got like Sabada, who might get game time as well, and we could even see Giakoumakis start and then Kyogo come back in on Saturday, I don't know. But it's good problems for the manager. As I say, we've seen the good side and the bad side of rotation now, with the sort of drop-offs in performance at St Mirren, and even at St Johnstone with the changes, we looked a wee bit unlike ourselves. But we've seen the good side of it on Saturday against Hibs, and I think if we get the same level of performance tomorrow, we should secure passage through to the next round of the League Cup. So there you go, that's it for the starting 11 prediction. Like this video, comment with your own thoughts on the team below. Who do you think will start tomorrow? How many changes do you think Ange Postecoglou will make? And we will be back at Fir Park tomorrow with full-time reaction as usual. Cheers.